Hello, Pisces. So we were doing a video for you, and I basically had to stop the video. If you just heard that noise, we are in my living room, and I have puppies, so you're going to hear puppies in the background. I'm going to repeat my little disclaimers, and then we'll go back to what we were talking about here. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are a subscriber, thank you. I appreciate you. Little disclaimers, friendly reminder that tarot is for guidance and entertainment purposes only, therefore not responsible for what you do after reading. However, I'm here for you. If you're interested in a personal reading, check out Crystalthingsheal.com. They are like wrestling right now. You can book directly on the site. You don't have to wait for my approval. So what we were talking about is we are doing a 2022 year prediction. We're starting with oracle cards here. And I was saying that we have a lot of new beginnings, right? New year, new beginnings. With that being said, we have a lot of movement happening, and it's because you've already put in the hard work and the discipline that you needed. So now it's kind of like you're watching things come to fruition. With that being said, you're going to have to still be patient. A lot of you are going to be signing papers pretty soon, and with the new year coming. I would say in January, you're going to be signing some papers. It's almost like a gateway to opening for you. You might need to catch your breath. Okay? Because it's all coming to you at once and you're like, I want to do this, I want to do that, you know, whatever. But I did point out earlier in the last reading, and I think it's important to mention in this reading again, is you have to kind of like stay in your power, and in this particular case, to stay stubborn for what you want, because it's literally right there within this new year, but you have to protect it as well. You have to cradle it. You have to, like a new baby or a new puppy or a new job, you know, whatever it is, like you have to really take care of it and nurture it, because it's still fragile right now. It's the beginning. It's new, right? So it's here. Congratulations to you. Now it's time to take care of it, to make it grow further. So whereas last year you planted the seed, now you see the stems, now let's create some flowers. What else do we have? Some of you are going to be signing papers for a home. So you're moving, could on house, apartment, whatever. Some of you might be taking a travel assignment for work. What else do we have going on? I'm actually going to put these away. I'll keep those out for now. The song I'm hearing is, if you're going to let me down gently, don't pretend. Da 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 da. Why do we have that song? What cards are these? This is for Pisces. It's almost like self-sabotage. You don't want to be humiliated, so you rather just avoid it altogether. What are we talking about? Okay, so this is something different. This is, for some of you, this is a relationship. For a lot of you, this is a relationship I'm talking about now. So that was the first group. Second group of people I'm talking to, this is a relationship where it's, you guys are total opposites, okay? And you guys already had some false starts. And now it's kind of like, now you're anticipating the next false start, but it hasn't happened yet. But if you're going to let me down gently, don't pretend, right? Let's talk about that before we move on to the next thing. You are hooked, baby. It's, you've already put yourself in a vulnerable position once, right? But there's something about that person that just like draws you in. And it's almost like you feel like you're powerless. Like, damn, they got me again. Oops, I did it again. I played with your heart. Oh, got lost in the game. Oh, baby, baby. So what's happening? So now things are happening in divine order, but I need a little more detail than that. So, okay. So what's happening now is that you guys are at your make it and break it moment. Do I stay or do I go? Do I stay or do I go? Right? And that's kind of where you're at. And you're wishing for the best, but you're well aware that you might possibly have to go. However, for now, you're going for it. Right? You're going for it and you're happy with it. You're willing to explore what these boundaries are. But you don't want to do the same thing again. You've been going around the merry-go-round, right? Can we go about this card, please? It's, part of you is disinterested because you're like, oh, are we going to, like, do the same thing again? So you might already be seeing patterns of things you've been going through with this particular person already. And you're like, oh, this again? Like, that's what I keep hearing. So it's up to you, right? So it's up to you to kind of like put that foot down. The situation can be repaired, but it does need some fine tuning. It's kind of like you guys are all over the place and you need some grounding, right? Like, sure, it's fun and whatever. It's like an adventure and it's bringing you a bunch of change. But it's like this, if you want to continue this, it needs a whole reset. I promise I'll get to the annual thing in a second. You're going to notice more change within a few weeks. Right around now. Winterish time. About 4 weeks. So what, end of January? Mid-January, end of January? There's something significant probably going to happen for that group of people. You guys are somehow going to find out how to be more balanced. All right, is there a third group of people? What about the single people? Single people. Oh, I guess not. We're not there yet. Okay, real quick before I move on to the single people. The people dealing with this situation, group number 2. Yes, you guys are soulmates and there's something about it that's like you guys have the ability to love each other unconditionally. But at the same time, with that being said, you guys have the ability to distract each other as well. You guys can bring out the best in each other, but you guys can bring out the worst in each other, so keep that in mind. This is why your ego can mess things up, so make sure you pay attention. Make sure that you're self-aware of your actions, and hopefully they are too, because you can really change where the ball's going. Like a fish, right? All right, so let's pull some cards for my single folks. This would be group number 3. My single folks, some of you have broken free from a really crappy relationship. But you broke free and it was like a weight was lifted off your shoulders. It was like everything had to kind of like hit the fan in order for you to like feel good about yourself again, to feel young, to feel light, to like, you might be in your hoe phase right now, okay? So you might be a little rebellious and you might be doing your things and just having a grand old time. And it's because you don't want to dive deep into your emotions. Ugh, I have a card that fell. But another thing about it that's really nice is that you guys are redirecting your attention to what you want to accomplish in life. So it's kind of like, okay, the relationship thing didn't work out. Now let's focus on our goals. Some of you are even considering going back to school. You guys are signing papers too. So I don't know if it's a contract or whatever. The Phoenix. You are looking at life with a deeper meaning, okay? And you have a different perspective now. Because like I said, it was kind of, things had to kind of blow up to kind of clear that slate so you can become the Phoenix. So your life can become the Phoenix. All right, so let's go into the 12 months thing. A breakdown of every month for my lovely Pisces. I decided to start at the end this month. We're going to use the tarot for that. We're going to go for this deck. I haven't used this deck in a while. What do we have for January for my lovely Pisces, please? And we're going to go kind of quickly on these guys. January 2022 for my lovely Pisces. What do we have going on? Pisces, I saw you guys looking into your future. What's going to come about? I do see money on the horizon. A lot of you are going to reconnect with a soulmate. Or not even just reconnecting. Some of you got a new puppy. I'm a Pisces and I got a puppy. Others of you are establishing or continuing a relationship and it's going to last very, very long term. Whether it's an animal or a person, very long term. They are already in your life right now. So you know who the person is. And it's going to fulfill you emotionally, very much so. And this is something that you manifested and that you asked for. How about February? February. February, you are going to be celebrating and having fun. You are going to have some moments where you're going to be a little stressed out. Why are we stressed out? Because you're feeling it, okay? You got your emotions. Something's hiding. What's hiding? Why are you not believing now? What happened? You are having fun, but then you are all up in your emotions in February. Pisces, what you doing? This is a mix. It's kind of like in the beginning of the month, you're still having your fun time, you're enjoying life, yada, yada, yada. There's a lot of movement, you're passionate, you're creative, right? Then we have mid-month-ish where you just get all in your feels and you're like, this is not going to happen for me, blah, blah, blah. I'm stressed out. How are we going to make this happen? And then by the end of the month, you kind of go back okay, we just got to start from scratch. It's fine. Can I get a little more detail on February? Some of you are starting a new endeavor in February. It's going to require lots of responsibility. People are going to look up to you. But it's almost like you might have a business or open a business or something of that sort. You're going to be doing it for a long time. You're going to have multiple opportunities coming your way, and you have to be careful. I don't want to say careful. I don't feel like that's the right word. You got to choose the right things, okay? So take your time. Because there are some that are painted as a nice option, but they're not. But in all, this is all something that you manifested as well. Okay, all these, so that's really cool. So in 2021, you wished and hoped for all these things to happen. 2022, January and February so far, they are happening. This is stuff that is rolling over into this year. So you planted that seed in 2021, 2022, it's here. All right, let's go into March. I keep seeing money lurking around. Like big money lurking around. Wow. You are going to be exchanging money in March with someone. Quite a bit. But it's going to be very fair. It's going to be very equal. It's like you have half, they have half, and like, it's just fair. And you're going to be really happy, okay? You're going to be obsessed with what you're doing. So my advice is to take your time. Don't burn yourself out, because I see enlightenment here. But for some reason I said don't burn yourself out, right? Can we talk about this? Don't burn yourself out because it's happening anyway, so why stress yourself out about it? I'm hearing, we are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losing. All right, so in March, this is, I'm telling you, this is like a business idea or something. Because we have, this is purely stemmed from your creativity. Okay, so for you people who are trying to be entrepreneurs, go for it. You're thinking about it, go for it, okay? You are going to have to let your guard down. You're going to need other people to help you. This is not a one-man job. However, it's been stirring in your brain for quite some time. You will not be disappointed. This is a good reading so far. See, you're going to be working with other people. We are the champions. Oh, we are the champions, not you. We. No time for losing. Woo! All these cards I just dropped. In short, once upon a time, you manifested what you wanted in your life when it came to, I keep hearing business, okay? So I'm just going to go for that right now. But it doesn't have to be. It could be whatever, right? Once upon a time, you manifested something. You walked away from it. I don't think you meant to, it sounds strange. I don't think you meant to manifest correctly. I think one day you have that ability where your thoughts are very powerful. So you're like, oh, I really want this, or I can see my life in doing this next year, blah, blah, blah. And then you kind of just like went about your life and kept going, right? So, but that's exactly what you need to do. You manifest and then you walk away and let the universe take hold of it. And then you watch it happen. So that's pretty much what you did, okay? So what you're nurturing right now, you will still be doing, you will still be doing it when you're older. Like, at least 20 years. Maybe 16, 20 years. For those of you that recently got a puppy, you're going to see it grow old. You're both going to grow together. I heard children too. I don't see any children cards here, to be honest with you, but that's what I heard. I would hope you see your children grow old, right? All right, so wishes fulfilled because you manifested it. Now you're showing gratuity. April. What's going on in April for my lovely Pisces? April. Oh, why? All right, April's a rough month to start. Why? I'm confused. April, you're going to be in your feels, okay? You're going to feel like things aren't working out for you, and you're like, Jesus, take the wheel. And then, but when it comes to love, things are working out for you. Really nicely, actually. So you're juggling a lot. Financially. But this is money coming in, like a lot of money coming in. So what are you disappointed about? Can we go into that? What's this about? You're getting burnt out. I just heard, honey. You're just getting started. Don't get burnt out now. That was like someone's spirit guide's like, oh, no. You asked for this. Don't you get tired on me now. You're like, oh, I'm just tired. Right? I said in the beginning of the reading, didn't I? Don't get burnt out. I heard it's not a race. It's not a race. Happiness. See, you get it anyways, and you know you're getting it. So why are you rushing? You're disappointed for no reason here in April. It's literally mapped out right here. Money exchange, reciprocation, super happy doing what you're doing. Family life, love life, doing great. Also, happiest you've been in your life, right? Doing what you do. For those of you who are intuitive, you're using your intuitive skills. For those of you who are not as intuitive, somehow you're listening to your gut feelings. You're listening to your gut feelings, therefore it is not steering you wrong. Okay? So why stress about it? It's working for you. See? It's working for you. It's working for you, and it's not going anywhere anytime soon. Because you manifested it. Right. Okay. On to May. I just heard it's gonna be May. What's gonna be May? It's gonna be You are finding out some ish in May. Good ish or bad ish? Oh, bad-ish. What are you finding out in May? Okay. All right. So for some of you, I'll go a little more in detail on this, but some of you are finding out some type of news or secret or whatever in May, and it sucks. Okay. It's almost like you feel like your world's crashing down, but I do see that like your guides are like, don't worry, we're fighting this behind the scenes and you have no idea. So what might be happening is your spirit guides might be clearing out the space or the people or whatever that don't serve you, and it might be painful, it might hurt. However, they're creating the space for something new to come in, because here you have the death and rebirth. So it's kind of like you find out something and it makes you sad, and then you get really guarded from it, right? You're like, I don't trust anyone or trust you or whatever. And then major change immediately follows. Immediately. You might have to move. But this is a 10. This is a cycle of completion also. I told you, it's kind of like your guides are wiping something out so something else can come in. But I think the wiping out is happening in May. And here's a new beginning. This is new also. So I would say in the beginning of the month, you're going through some drama, okay? End of the month, you're already starting a new beginning. And things are happening in like crazy perfect timing. Because over here, you have sacred geometry down here, which in short explanation is everything's happening exactly as it should. And it's kind of like there's so many synchronicities and so many coincidences that like it can't be a coincidence, you know? So you have to kind of start from scratch again. There you are. Then what? Ending, new beginning. Okay, so I'm going to move to June. Because here we got the idea, ending, new beginning. Got it. June. Why hurt? So this is love. La, da, da, da. So this is love. Some of you are healing from a breakup. You had to move away from a breakup. So this is love. So are you meeting someone new in June? Some of you? Some of you are doing some online dating in June. And you meet the right one. And you're like, yeah, this is the journey I'm supposed to be on. Like, this is the path right here. So, some of you might still be in this little hoe phase here. Slipping around a bit. But you do find a good one. You're on top. That came out wrong, but it's funny. Hey, you never know. Maybe. Oh, literally, maybe. So this is love. You know what I think the song I'm hearing is about? I mean, some of you are encountering with a soulmate. Don't get me wrong, because you have this card coming out again. But what I think I'm hearing is like, I think like the sex is so good that you're like, so this is love. It's like that honeymoon phase, like, oh, I can't stop thinking about them. You know what I mean? But it's more lusty. It's just that you're feeling yourself. You're doing good. All right, what about the other people in June? Handling responsibilities like it ain't nobody's business. And money is still flowing in. Woo, woo, woo. Family's doing great too, by the way. Look, look, look. Look at your puppy. So here's your puppy when it's a puppy. Then you see it growing older, right? And then here it is as once you like establish the family or whatever. And your puppy's there too. Stop it. Oh my gosh. I heard signing papers in June. I don't see anything about that. Some of you might be signing papers in June, because I just heard that. You might have to, like, get serious for a minute. That way no one, like, and pay attention. That way no one screws you over. Because this is where you should be like, yeah, I did that, right? But if you fuck around too much, someone might get away with something. Because you didn't read the fine print. July. I like doing these readings, but they're so long. July. Maybe I'll break it into 2 for the other guys. Like the first half of the year, second half of the year. We might do that. Why? Your whole year is full of ending new beginnings. The whole year. That's crazy. July. Ending, new beginning. The alpha, the omega, and everything in between. Maybe you have to... Ooh. Okay. You gotta be happy with what's happening in July. Can I get a little more detail? Like, what's going on? It's different for everybody, obviously. Love. I just heard Love Shack. Let's get together. Love Shack. So what's happening is, so this is love. Some of you found love. And it's all you ever wanted. Yeah. Right. So you're like, finally. Finally it happened to me right in front of my face, and I just cannot hide it. Oh shit. Some of you are getting engaged in July. Spoiler alert. If not, you guys are definitely establishing your relationship. Like, you agree that, like, that's it. You ain't gonna be with nobody else. You might say your first I love yous. I don't know. I feel like you guys are gonna say I love you before that, though. Some of you might be buying a home together or doing something like that's contractual together. Don't be impatient. Don't fuck it up. Basically what I'm saying. If you're too impatient and you like irk them, you self-sabotage yourself. Exactly. And then you're gonna be like, why? You did it. It was you. That's why. So, be patient in July. Act like you didn't hear this reading. And things are gonna work out really well for you. Okay? I see it being a really happy year. I mean, yeah, a year. I was gonna say month, but yeah, a year. July, August. So 2022 is definitely a good year for Pisces. Not because of just this reading, but because you guys are rolling into Jupiter in your second house, right? And Jupiter is like great for us. That's when like manifestation happens for real, for real. We are rolling into solstice, you see. What did I say, August? Damn. Some of you are definitely getting married. Some of you just might go to a courthouse and just get signing papers. You're going to be in a really good place. Like, super happy, dude. And your spirit guides are happy, too. They're happy for you. It's like, and they're laughing at you, kind of. They're like, you're happy, and you're like, oh my God, I can't wait to this happening to me. And they're laughing. You're like, we told you. We told you. And this doesn't have to be the marriage only. This can be, this is an institution, okay? So this could be a school. This could be, if you work at a prison, a home. Could be all these things. So you got to see where it fits for you, right? Regardless, you're getting it or you're getting where you want to be. And you are ecstatic about it. And so are your spirit guides. They're happy to see you happy, which is really cool. And your heart chakra is like, oh. It's orgasmic. Why did I just hear orgasmic? Because it's intoxicating. Don't self-sabotage yourself. Here you are. It's not coming. Right? That's why they're laughing at you. That's what you're like, we told you. Because I think at some point in August, this is going to be you. Thinking like, it's not really happening, blah, 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 right? Being human sometimes, sure, but, you know, we could work on it. And then it kind of just all comes together. And your guy's like, we told you, you little dick. Because you already manifested it. Right? Some of you are going to be doing something in relation to like a school. I keep seeing that. That resonates with me, so that's confirmation from moi. You might have to kind of detach from people a little bit, but just in order to get your shit done. It's not a bad thing. September. Ooh, emotions are running high in September because you're being forced to let go of things. Whoever has like any issues with like the court system or anything like that, don't do anything hasty because I don't see it going in your favor. All right, so, you know, be mellow in September. Just handle your responsibilities. Focus on what you have to do, right? Listen to your intuition, okay? I see money still coming in, still being stable. It's just that I do see a little hiccup here. That's going to cause a little bit of a delay. So you kind of have to like sit put for a little bit in this month. Was this October? Yeah. All right. So that's October. Not every month can be, you know, perfect, right? November. Yeah, because here's you stressing out. November. The weather outside is frightful. Oh no. Let's not make it frightful outside. Hold on. Some of you are going to be getting a new car in November. What's this decision being made? Some of you are like juggling something in October and then you make that decision in November. You're not happy about it. Here's the car again. You're not happy about it because it's not the path you wanted to go. But is it a bad path? Or is it just not what you saw coming for you? It's something that's going to shake your world up a little bit. It's creating big change. Be patient. I think you're going to be happy with it in the long term. It's just not in the short term. because it feels unattainable to you. Keyword to you. When pigs fly, it's like a little bit, it's a delay. But the good news is, I'm telling you, I think it's a blessing in disguise happening here. It's like you've been through your crap, but your higher self, you're calling on your higher self. And you're like, oh my God, somebody help me out, please. Right? So they do. And even though you're like, you have gone through some ish here, you're like, all right, it's time to focus. It's time to like get this shit done. Hold on. Some of you might have a little mishap in your home. Like a home repair that might cost you a little bit or something like that. You're like, I didn't ask for this. Okay, you are just not happy. This is a whole pile of cards saying I didn't ask for this. Why is this happening? I didn't ask for it. I don't feel like it's a horrible thing, though. That's the crazy part. Money, 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 money. I think money's coming to you at the very end of the month, but it's like you probably have like a big expense in the beginning of the month. You're like, damn, I gotta start from scratch again. So you may have had stuff in savings, and then you had to kind of like wipe out your savings for whatever this is. But you get replenished back right away. December. December. 2022. What's going on? Oh, yes. All right. Like I told you, it's temporary. So you had that painful ending in November of like whatever it was, right? You had all that crap happen in November, and now it's like, okay, well, that can't happen anymore. Then now you're starting to get that return come back to you. And you're like, finally, yes, this is happening. And you start getting really happy with the new outcome. So now you're raising your standards. And sometimes you still have your moments of self-doubt over here, right? This is you fighting with yourself. But it's almost like spirit is, every time you doubt yourself, they're giving you reassurance. What I mean by that is like they're probably literally putting money your way to be like, no, we got you. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. But you're like the wounded warrior, right? You're like, but I've been through so much, I can't do it again. And they're like, it's fine. We got you. Okay? Just keep going. Sometimes you're not listening to your intuition in December, so let's get on. And that's exactly what that is. That's like you telling spirit that you've already been through much and you can't go through more. And they're like, it's fine. We got you. And then you're like, no, but I can't. And you're like, but we got you. And then what? And here you are. But I can't. I can't do it. And they're like, we got you. We're fighting all this stuff off for you. Just let go. Oh my God, you're killing me here. You're just a little gloomy doom, aren't you? Some of you are like healing from a breakup. And you're like, no, it's not going to be reciprocated. All right, anyways. I'm going to move past that because I'm annoying myself. Happiness. All right, so once you get past that, this is what you get. We got you, okay? Let go, we got you. And this is because this is what's that's coming your way. And this is what's coming to light. Right? You were in the dark. You kind of like put yourself there in the dark. And now you're like, oh, what's that over there? Oh, sugar. It's sugar. It's sweet. It's love. All right. Final messages for the year. Let go. I heard let go of responsibilities. And take your time. Like, don't think you have to do everything all at once. Because you're going to get what you want anyways. Don't feel like it's unattainable, like it's not going to happen, okay? Like it's out of reach. Because this is something that, one, you manifested it. Two, it makes you truly happy and whatnot. But three, you've already done this before. You've already done this in your past life. You're just not expecting it. It's going to catch you off guard. It's a totally a new journey to explore. Like, this is a whole nother avenue. So don't be impatient, okay? Because things are coming in full circle and happening exactly as they should in divine order. So have fun with it. Have fun. Be creative. That school thing keeps coming up. Do your research. Okay? Things are going to work out for you because you already manifested it. Okay, now we're repeating ourselves. So that is going to be your reading, Pisces. I hope you enjoy it. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's. Happy holidays. Kwanzaa, whatever it is that you celebrate. Happy that. Until next time. Bye.